right, here we are. Division word problems, lesson 13, video 3. And you're on page 107 in your book. Make sure you're writing things down as we go over them. Please read the problem along with me, either on the screen or in your book. Sasha is training for a competition and plans to do 96 push-ups in one day. She plans to do these push-ups in sets of 16. How many sets of push-ups will she need to reach her goal of 96 push-ups? Show your thinking, including an estimate and a check. All right, so kind of like when I'm doing my swimming math, she's doing some push-up math. We do use math a lot of time in real life, including in fitness. So first we have estimate, divide, and check. So let's start with our estimate. Well, let's start with what is our problem here. What is the division problem? She's trying to do 96 push-ups, right, in one day, and she's doing them in sets of 16. So we're going to divide 96, the total push-ups, by 16, and then we're going to see how many sets of push-ups will she need to do. Okay, so 96 divided by 16. So now we can do an estimate. We can round our 96 to 100. And should we round our 16 to 20, right? Because it is more than 5, so we can round it up. And like we saw before, 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then we can get rid of those 2 zeros, right? This 0 doesn't count because it's part of 10, right? So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. There's 5 20s in 100. All right, and then a little tape diagram just to go with the story problem. This is a total of 96. And each section is 16. And we think there's 5 sections, but we're not really sure. And the question is, how many sets, right? How many sets are we doing to make 96 in a day? Okay, so then we're going to do some division, which would be 96. Put the 96 first, put it inside the house, divided by 16, using the real numbers now, not using the estimate, using the real numbers. And our estimate is 5, so we're going to put the 5 there. Okay, now 5 times 16. 5 times 16. So on the side, we need to do 5 times 16, right? Okay, and 5 times 6 is 30. Carry the 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. 80. Okay? It's smaller than 96, so we can subtract. 6 minus 0 is 6, and 9 minus 8 is 1. 16. Okay? What do you think? You see a small problem there? Here's the small problem. We have 16 left over, and there's 16 in each set. So that's one more set she could have done, right? So our estimate was too low. So let's try 96 divided by 16, 6, right? So 16 times 6, I think it's going to come out perfectly equal. 6 times 6 is 36. 36. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Comes out perfectly equal to 96. So that means that she can do 6 sets of each push-up, right? So you need to write that in a sentence. She can do 6 sets. All right? And then we need to check 16 times 6, double check our work. Yes, it looks good. Pencil, there we go. Check, looks good. All right, so make sure you have all that work written down for number 1 on page 107. If you don't, pause me, copy it, Get it all there. Okay, let's look at our next problem on the back on page 108. Number 2, a camp plans to take 92 of its students on a field trip. Each bus holds 21 students. How many buses does the camp need for the field trip? Show your thinking. Okay, so what is our division problem? 92 students divided by 21 students in each bus, right? And then this will be our number of buses. Okay, so 92, we've got to do our estimate, right? Okay, let's start with our estimate. Oh, sorry about that. 92 divided by 21, 92. Oh, we could round it to 90. So we could do 90. 20 isn't going to come out equal, is it? Okay, so we could do 100 divided by 20, and that's going to give us a 5 again, right? 5 times 20 is 100. All right, not perfect, but let's give it a shot. 92 divided by 21. It's only 1 from the estimate, so that's not too bad. Okay, 5. All right, 21 times 5, using the real numbers to multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10, 105. Did you see that coming? Yeah, so we got to go down 1. So 92 divided by 21. Instead of 5, now we're going to use 4. Okay, so 21 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8, 84. All right, and now we're going to subtract. Make sure we're not doing backward subtracting. 12 minus 4, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, yep. Okay, and that leaves 8 left over. So how many buses does the camp need to take? Four buses might be a good answer, but this is kind of a trick question because what about these 8 kids? We're not going to leave those 8 kids behind, are we? So we need to have the camp, capital camp needs 5 buses, right? Even if there's just 8 kids in the last bus, we still need to take them along. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, good job. Make sure you have this written down. If not, pause and write it down. And we're going to go to one more question, one more practice. 92 coins split into 21 piles. Okay, notice we're doing a lot of work with 92 and 21. Each pile has the same number of coins and as many coins as possible. How many coins are in each pile? Okay, so 92 divided by 21. $92 coins. And we don't know how many are in each pile. And we want to know how many piles, right? Okay, drawing our tape diagram can help us to understand the word problem a little bit better. Okay, so 92 divided by 21. In our last problem, we used 4, right? Because we saw that 21 times 4 was 84, right? With 8 left over. Okay, so now this problem is a little bit different because we're not talking about buses and children. Each pile has the same number of coins and as many coins as possible. So that means that there are 4 coins in each pile. And then there's just 8 coins left over. All right, does that make sense? So we're also talking about how to use our divisor. In this problem, in problem 3, the divisor 21 represents the number of groups, right? 92 is in 20 groups of 4, and we should write that. There are 4 coins in each group. Okay, but in problem 2, divisor 21 represented the size of the group, and we had to see how many 21s, right? Each bus could hold 21, so there was 21 in each, but now we have 21 piles, right? So that's how division can be different. We can talk about how many groups and how many are in each group, or how many are in each group and then how many groups. All right. All right. Well, thanks for paying attention. You did really good, and I'll talk to you later. Aloha.